Hi guys, Mr. Rain again, and now we have another multi-trophy guide for you here. We're going to be doing Chain Reaction, Cruelty, and Hold the Line. The Hold the Line is bugged in a good way, but I still get the requirements for the trophy, so it doesn't really matter where I am. And this has happened to be where I first found my acid grenade, or my first acid grenade if you will. Now, there's a couple of ways you can do this, and we're going to do Chain Reaction first, as you can see. So the aim here is to create an acid puddle, but then do not let it touch the enemy. So you want to get in an area that doesn't hit them. So let's have a look here. So we're going to select our acid granada, and we're going to put it, that's too far away, we'll put it over here. See, it's not touching either of those enemies, because the whole idea obviously is to knock them into an acid burning area. So there we go. Kaboom. Now all we need to do is grab a knockback grenade. Let's I wanted to go the other way because it's looking a bit blocked there, so we'll come this way. And obviously the idea is to throw the grenade and get him knocked into the acid area. So the acid being on our left and his left, we want to chuck the knockback grenade, or the knocker it's called, just on his right hand side over there, so it pushes him from there into the acid. Lemon squeezy. Bang. Chain reaction. Thank you very much. That solves that one. Next up, we're going to have the cruelty one. Now, there's a couple of ways you can do this as well. So, if you, again, I'm just showing the map just because a lot of people always, where did you do this? Where did you do this? But you can do it anyway. You can do it anyway. And I like to just show it anyway. So, we're going to go to our powers. We're going to use the Miasma Storm because we don't want him to be like killed with damage. And this will just relocate him. So now there's a couple of options here. You can do burn and acid, or shrink. So I highly advise doing shrink because you don't have a shrink grenade. So make sure shrink is one of your attachments there, and then you can do burn or acid. So if you have an acid grenade, then do burn. If you don't have an acid grenade and you have a burn grenade, then put acid on there. So you can mix and match. And you'll find these all over the place, guys. They're like random, and they're at the shops as well. So as you can see, I did shrink and acid on my Miasma power, the Miasma Storm. And what we're going to do is use the power on that fella and just bring him a bit closer. It doesn't really matter. And then once you do this, the acid and the shrink effect are going to take effect. Just bring him closer. Now if you look on the right hand side, or above him there, he's got the status effects on the right hand side, shrink and acid. Fantastic. Now all we have to do is burn him. Burn him! So we're going to grab a napalm grenade or a Molotov, whichever one you have. And we're going to lob it at him. And that's going to have the 3 status effects on him. Trophy, please. I must say, guys, I've been playing this for about 2 days now, and it's fast becoming one of my favorite games of all time. I'm not even saying that lightly. I'm not just saying it either because of how terrible Gollum is, and coming onto this game, it's so polished and it's so good. Next up is Hold the Line, the semi-bug trophy. Now, again, I showed the location, but you can do this anywhere. Preferably, you need 2 or more whispers. Now, the premise of this is, now I've lined myself up so they only come from, like, straight ahead of me over there. Save your game in case you miss. But they need to come from one direction because that's where your Overwatch cone is going to be. So, the premise of this is those whispers, once you alert them, they will not move. They will always call more saplings first. And this is very, very good because you have 4 Overwatch shots and you only need to kill 4 enemies. Now, like I said, it's a bit bugged because it pops on my first attack, my first Overwatch hit. But I still do get 4 in this process. So the premise is to get your Overwatch down the line towards the whispers and then alert them. And let them call their saplings, and they will all come running straight towards you. Okay, so we're going to wake him up with a bit of a corrosive shot there to get rid of some of his armor over 3 turns. Then we're going to move her just out of the way, really. But we don't want to move it to the left. We want to keep it kind of near the cone because you want the saplings to run in the cone. So here we go. We're going to shoot him, her, it. The Ent, Treebeard, no, that's terrible. And then he's going to pull some saplings out of the ground and they're going to come running straight at you. And this is what you want. So as you can see here now, the trophy pops on the first one. I'll take it. It matters not. But I do get 4 in the end. And I think it's quite OP to have 4 Overwatch shots without having to load your weapon. Even if your weapon only holds 2 rounds, you can shoot 4. So hopefully they're not going to patch it. But this is the easiest setting. I always do this for the trophies, and I will have guides on the more hardcore playthroughs, and I'm doing a full collectible guide as well. Treasures, codexes, and all that. Watcher locations, and all the rest of it. But as you can see here, he gets enraged as well, and then bang, we have 4 kills in a row, and that is going to be the trophy. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the content. Any questions you have, just ask me. I'm always going to reply. Pretty please smash the like button for me. It really helps the channel. So thanks for watching. I want to catch you on the next one.